Good Monday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A Wenatchee man is in custody while police investigate a stabbing that took place Friday night in Pennsylvania Park. The former superintendent of the Moses Lake School District has now repaid all of the purchases he improperly made on a district credit card. Rain mixed with snow is likely tonight and again tomorrow morning. I'll let you know what that means for your morning commute coming up in weather. Investigators are still on the scene today of a gunfire incident that began last night with an alleged armed suspect in a vehicle in the old station area of Wenatchee. The man was suspected of assault and police moved to surround and contact him shortly after 10 p.m. Hotels and surrounding businesses were ordered into temporary lockdown to protect the public. The Wenatchee Veterans Affairs Medical Clinic was at the epicenter of the incident and the building was damaged. About 11 p.m., the man drove away from the VA and crossed the Otobashan Bridge into Douglas County and onto Eastmont Avenue, where multiple police agencies stopped his vehicle near Fancher Field Road. At about 11:15, at least 2 shots were fired and the suspect was struck. Wenatchee police said the incident is under review by the North Central Washington Special Investigation Unit, which probes cases including officer-involved shootings. A Wenatchee man is in custody while police investigate a stabbing that took place Friday night in Pennsylvania Park. Police arrested 23-year-old Zachary Justin Craig early Saturday as their key suspect. They say the victim called 911 about 8:45 p.m. Friday to say he'd been stabbed in the Pennsylvania Park playground. He was hospitalized at Confluence Health, and investigators say surveillance footage shows part of that attack. The incident may have stemmed from drug issues and jealousy over a woman acquaintance. Police are seeking a charge against Craig of first-degree assault. New service changes are coming to Link Transit in 2024. 8 new weekday trips, new Sunday service, and longer service hours will all go into effect on January 2nd. These service enhancements come as a continuation of Link Transit's Vision 2020. That's a 6-year plan to continually improve transportation services, which launched as a result of the voter-approved sales tax increase in 2019. Some of the new weekday trips include East Wenatchee to Walmart and Pybus Market to Walla Walla Point Park. The Washington Fish and Wildlife Commission is seeking public input now through January 12th on a newly updated draft of its conservation policy. That policy guides the Washington Department of Fish and Wildlife on how to preserve and protect fish, animals, and habitats across the state by actively addressing conservation challenges. The new draft of the policy highlights long-term priorities and can be read in its entirety on the Fish and Wildlife website. All public comments can be made via email. When we come back, a small fire broke out at the Wenatchee Goodwill on Friday afternoon. And CMI Orchards, a local fruit-growing, packing, and shipping company, has announced big changes to its leadership team. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Introducing Alpine Airman. Because every home needs a superhero to eliminate poor indoor air quality, send inefficient operating equipment packing, and cut high energy bills down to size. For heating or cooling and equipment replacement, turn to the experts and the superheroes at Carrier and Alpine Air. We offer the best deals on high-efficiency Carrier products, along with friendly, knowledgeable service and incredible savings to fit your budget.
In Digital Media Arts program, we learn about video production gear and editing by the combination of class projects and nonprofit work and employment.
It makes things happen.
Yeah.
It's pretty magical.
We work in the industry at the Wenatchee Round, NCWLIFE channel, and the Town Toyota Center events. Every day we work with industry standard equipment for a hands-on learning experience.
NCWLIFE channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCW Life would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.
A small fire broke out at the Wenatchee Goodwill on Friday afternoon. Wenatchee Valley fire crews responded to the incident shortly after 5 p.m. Public Information Officer Kay McKellar said a person on site was able to use an extinguisher before crews made it onto the scene. McKellar said the cause of the fire was reported as an illegal burn. There were no injuries and no damage to the store. The former superintendent of the Moses Lake School District is now repaid all of the purchases he improperly made on a district credit card. Josh Meek resigned his position at Moses Lake Schools in August of 2021 after 4 years on the job. Among other issues, the school board questions his use of a district credit card with an estimated $2,500 worth of purchases which did not include appropriate receipts. Meek reimbursed that amount at the time of his resignation. A subsequent report from the state auditor's office found an additional $444 worth of improper purchases. Meek repaid that added amount in October. The auditor says the district did not follow its own policy for the handling of credit card accounts, which contributed to the losses. CMI Orchards, a local fruit-growing, packing, and shipping company, has announced big changes to its leadership team. CMI President Bob Mass said that the company's staff size has grown exponentially. In an effort to support company growth, the leadership team is now comprised of 8 positions, including 3 new vice presidents, with Joel Hewitt as VP of Sales, Garrett Jokel as Vice President of Operations, and Lauren Foss as Vice President of Domestic International Strategy. Coming up next in tonight's feature story, we will continue our conversation with 7th District State Senator Shelley Short. Rain in the forecast through tomorrow morning with warmer temperatures expected by midweek. I'll have all the details in your complete local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
As Chelan's premier lifestyle store, Willow, find unique home decor, clothing, jewelry, and more. Come visit for a welcoming and memorable shopping experience.
Deepwater Electronics is your one-stop shop for the latest in TV and sound technology. Whether you build your home theater or let them do it for you, Deepwater Electronics is the clear choice.
The switch is on to T-Mobile. Get the best 5G experience and the customer service you depend on. Only at Chelan Wireless in downtown Chelan.
Now there are even more reasons to meet at the Pybus Market. Outdoor dining and tastings, the fabulous Farmers Market, Saturday artisans on the concourse, and your favorites all week long. No matter the reason, it's always time to meet at the Pybus Market. Pybus Market, where community meets.
Now, am I looking into this camera, or am I looking, where am I looking?
We're gonna have you just look at it.
The holiday season is coming, and Santa's making his 15-second commercial for NCWLIFE channel. Are you?
I'm Eric Granstrom, the sports director for the NCWLIFE channel. We're here at Eastmont High School. We're going to be at Wenatchee High School. We've got basketball. We've got wrestling. It's all winter long. While you're out freezing your hind end off, we're inside staying warm. It's right here on the NCWLIFE channel.
In tonight's feature story, State Senator Shelley Short represents Washington's 7th District, which is vastly agricultural and now includes large parts of both Okanogan and Douglas counties. As she prepares for a new legislative session starting January 8th, she spoke with NCWLIFE's Jefferson Robbins about Collative Washington, a new Republican initiative to amend laws and regulations affecting the state's farms and orchards.
The whole area and the area I represent, very agricultural. But we also need to remember it's the second largest economic driver in the state of Washington. And when we think about food production, whether it's orchards or, it's cattle or it's hay fields, whatever that ends up being, our wheat farms, it's important to make sure that continues to be a mainstay. And oftentimes our our urban legislators, urban communities are really far removed from agriculture. And so I think with some of the decisions that the legislature has made, the carbon work and the impact of agriculture and just the environmental policies, we wanted to make sure Cultivate Washington was really putting agriculture at the forefront and really helping people understand the value of it and the impact of the policies that we pass in the state of Washington. And obviously to encourage micro-food production in our communities. We saw that with COVID and just the supply chain issues. People want to know where their food comes from, but they also really saw the value in getting that locally. And so I think it's all of the above. And we're going to push hard to get that work done.
It's time right now for legislators to be pre-filing bills, and you pre-filed one in the Senate, 5834, that would deal with urban growth areas and sort of how they get revised. Can you talk about that a little bit?
The current Growth Management Act says that you can adjust boundaries, but you can only really adjust boundaries if your population has grown to the extent that you've run out of area. And that has been a real stumbling block for a lot of jurisdictions, especially in our rural communities where growth is occurring slowly, but you still have growth in other areas. And so I'm hoping that that's going to be responsive and help. The Growth Management Act has impacted both the urban areas and our rural areas. It's about how cities grow and counties grow and where they grow and is there infrastructure. What we also know is that it's become very rigid with a lot of appeals and litigation. And so what this bill attempts to do is really to start to offer flexibility for cities and counties that if their growth is occurring in other areas of their area, that they have a chance to change some of those boundaries. We've been, it's about introducing flexibility. I'm not wild about GMA. But it's here. I don't think it's going away. So how can we identify things that are helpful to counties and cities to encourage that growth, encourage housing, be responsive to that? It's been very bipartisan so far. We've had the environmental community sitting at the table for this. They have important issues they want to consider. Cities and counties have been at the table, and urban and rural legislators. So I'm proud of that. And I think it has a good chance, but we'll see.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great weekend and an awfully good Monday too. We had more of that cloudy, dreary weather once again today. Light rain showers began falling here in Wenatchee about 3 or 3:30 this afternoon. And this is looking up north from our Billy Goat Sky-Fi Tower camera. Pateros in your shot, also Brewster in the center of your screen, and a lot of low-hanging clouds up that way as well. And still a little skiff of snow in the northern parts of our viewing area, but that is about it as far as snow goes. As far as temperatures go over the next 7 days, we're going to be about normal, really. We're at the bottom of your screen here, Wenatchee, and you can see we're going to stay pretty much in the 30s. Wednesday will be one of our warmer days at 40, and then we will begin to cool down as we get closer to Christmas. Saturday, 37, the high on Christmas Eve, right around 34 degrees, but unfortunately, no snow really in the forecast. We'll talk more about that coming up. For today, high temperature reached unofficially 36 degrees. Boy, we didn't warm up much at all. We stayed at 34 degrees from midnight all the way until about 11 o'clock this morning. Things just didn't change temperature-wise. 33 is our normal high. 24 our normal low for this time of year. 52 was our record high, and that was set in 1976. Our record low, 3 below in 1984. Sunrise 7:43 and the sun set at 4:11. Let's take a look at what we can expect temperature-wise for Tuesday. Yeah, we are going to slowly warm up as we get into midweek. 40 degrees for Moses Lake and Ephrata. Almost there for Quincy at about 39 tomorrow, 37 in Wenatchee, and pretty consistent all the way up through Highway 97. Chelan 37 tomorrow as well. Leavenworth 35 and Lake Wenatchee. Your high temperature tomorrow at 33 degrees. Let's take a look now at that surface loop tonight. Cloudy skies, really a double shot of low pressure out in the Pacific. That will bring us a lot of clouds into Washington State. And there you have it, that 70% chance of rain that we will stick with throughout the night tonight. Low temperatures in the lower 30s. Here you go for that morning commute. We might even see a rain-snow mix as you head out the door and head to work. And then we'll just see some cloudy skies by afternoon. High temperatures, as we mentioned, mainly into those mid and upper 30s. Getting you into Wednesday, a little bit of that morning fog as high pressure begins to nose in, and that'll stabilize our weather somewhat by Wednesday. Going to see a nice warm up too with temperatures in the lower 40s for Wednesday, so about 5 to 10 degrees above where we should be for midweek. By Thursday, mostly cloudy skies as our next round of storminess tries to move in. We'll see mild conditions Thursday once again too, with temperatures right around that 40-degree mark, maybe into the lower 40s. On Friday, our friend high pressure moves into the Pacific. We will see cloudy skies though. There is an area of low pressure in Alberta, and that'll swing some activity through the state of Washington on Friday. A 50% chance of all rain showers, high temperatures right around 40 again. And then kicking off our Christmas weekend on Saturday, mostly sunny skies. If you're traveling Saturday, a great day to do it. We're going to see mild temperatures once again with highs right around that 40-degree mark. Once again, 5 to 10 degrees above where we should be. Christmas Eve, yeah, big storm coming out of the Gulf of Alaska. It's going to bring us increasing clouds throughout our Sunday. High temperatures are going to cool down with highs in the mid-30s for Sunday. And then as we get past that into Christmas Day, not bad, just some cloudy skies, temperatures again in the low to mid 30s. All right, tonight, rain likely in our overnight, 31 for our low tonight. Chance for morning showers and a pretty good one, a 70% chance of rain, 37 your high for tomorrow. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, some pretty mild temperatures, maybe some showers as we get into the day on Friday, 40 degrees and mostly sunny on Saturday. And then for your Christmas Eve on Sunday, increasing clouds in the afternoon. It will be cooler with high temperatures then around 37 degrees. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Whatever the holidays mean to you, get the most out of them in a new Honda. Whether it's taking the gang to the slopes in an available all-wheel drive Pilot, delivering presents in a rugged Passport, or hauling a few toys for yourself in a powerful Ridgeline. Your holiday adventure awaits with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Winter is a great time to trade in your current hot tub. Turn your old hot tub into money with Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa's trade-in program. You can save $500 to $1,000 off of any new artesian spa or take advantage of a free Bluetooth music experience. Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa recommends draining your hot tub every 3 months. Ask us about our drain and refill special. Stop on by Blue Lagoon Pool & Spa today.
Well, the Seahawks are in a must-win situation tonight if they hope to have any shot at making the playoffs. The nation will be watching. Seattle hosts Philadelphia on Monday Night Football. 49ers clinched the NFC West with a win over the Cardinals yesterday. Right now, the Cowboys, Vikings, and Rams would be the wild card teams. A looming question remains about whether Geno Smith would be able to play tonight. Coach Pete Carroll says, well, he made it through the week of practice.
He made it through the week. You know, he's made it through with the work that he's done, and he's still questionable. We'll wait and see what happens on game day.
Did he do all the work you planned on him to do?
We didn't have that kind of thought. We were just trying to get as much as we could.
Did you get enough where if he is healthy enough to play, he's fully prepared?
Yes.
Smith missed last week's start against San Francisco with a groin injury, and Drew Lock started in his place. Carroll says Lock is ready if needed.
We've talked all about it and hung out, you know, just talking about what the experience was like and how he feels differently. And so if he's called on, he'll be in just a clearer mindset just because of what he went through. It was a very difficult game, a challenging game last week, and he made it through it. And like I've said all week to you, that he handled it really well, and he came out of it with a clear mind and all. And so it's only going to be beneficial to him.
Seahawks and Eagles are underway on ESPN and ABC. Well, recapping the weekend in college basketball, number 10 Gonzaga was no match for number 5 UConn as the Huskies beat the Bulldogs in Seattle Friday 76-63. Santa Clara raced out to a 16-point halftime lead and cruised to a 69-61 win over Washington State Saturday. Keon Brooks Jr. scored 22 points and Xavier Wheeler added 19 and 14 assists as Washington rallied from a 16-point deficit to beat Seattle U 199 in double overtime last night in the battle for Seattle. The Redhawks have not beaten the Huskies now since 1978. Cal beat Eastern Washington Friday 78-70 in women's college basketball. Washington had no trouble with St. Mary's Saturday, winning 64-32. On Sunday, Washington State posted a 95-48 win over Houston. 21st ranked Gonzaga beat South Dakota State 83-58. Well, Seattle Kraken are back in action tonight after losing a marathon shootout to L.A. on Saturday. Adam Larson and Oliver Bjorkstrand helped push the game into an extra frame at Climate Pledge Arena. It would take 9 rounds in the shootout for the Kraken to post actually, it was the Kings that posted a 3-2 victory.
To the wall, Shore. Now Yamamoto, away from England, holding onto it. He saucers a pass, done shot blocked. Larson gets after it. Right in, through the blue, they score! Adam Larson! The big cat comes calling early as it trickles by Cam Talbot, and the Kraken are off and running. Remember the car, the Volare? Now it's kicked out by Decord. It had Corinthian leather. Look that up, JT. Now, Fiala blocked. A chance for Moore. He scores! Trevor Moore! He'll navigate through the middle, supported a bit by Quentin Byfield, who has it now. He'll advance. They score! Banged home by Andrzej Kopitar. Looks over coverage to the line, Wenberg. McCann. Evans holding on to it. Bjorkstrand with a shot. He scores! Cue the maestro! Oliver Bjorkstrand on the power play. The Kraken have tied it. Trevor Moore leads LA in terms of goals. He scored his 14th of the season earlier tonight. Shooter number 1. Quickly in. Snared by Decord. Tomas Tatar. What a moment here. Stopped by Cam Talbot. Pierre-Luc Dubois in the 2-hole for Todd McClellan. Stopped by 35. The Kraken have one shootout decider this season. Kyler Yamamoto has it. Make it 2! A Spokane special by Kyler Yamamoto. He swoops in. He scores! Adrian Kempe will extend the shootout. First crack at it is Alex Wenberg. A stutter step and a stick save by Talbot. Andrzej Kopitar, the future Hall of Famer. It's in his hands. Stopped! Goal line stand!
See Devin Shore go forehand, backhand, but he's going to go over onto this forehand side.
Shore. Talbot got a piece of this. Is Carl Grundstrom. He scores! The LA Kings. It takes 9 rounds. They win the shootout.
Seattle's in Dallas to face the Stars. That game underway on Root Sports Northwest. The Wenatchee Wild finished the first half of the Western Hockey League season going 1-1 over the weekend. Prince George got out to an early lead on Friday and never looked back, handing Wenatchee a rare home ice loss 6-3. Kenta Isogai and Bradley Wood and Lucas Sherbina were all able to find the back of the net for the Wild on Friday. Things went much better for Wenatchee last night as they built a 3-goal lead and cruised to a 6-1 win over visiting Everett. Bradley Wood had a memorable night for the Wild as he tallied a hat trick in the victory. Austin Drade had the call on the Wenatchee Wild Hockey Network.
Wenatchee bringing this one out. Maybe able to go 3-on-2 in over the line. Defensive change behind. Left dot wristed on Cooper. Save, rebound, they score! And Wenatchee is on the board early. They're on the board first. They're on the board with a 1-0 lead. Near corner Wood. Takes a hop on the snow as it comes back to Swart. Back over to Wood. Right goal line. With it is Friesen. Out top for Swart. At the blue line. Waiting. Shadowing him is Bear. Chance in front. They score! Bradley Wood! Another power play goal. This time right in front of the net. And another second chance. Another one for the Wild. And a nice one at that. Hayden Smith got it out of the zone. Wild get this one back, though. Isogai, assembly lines it through. Popped into the net. They score! Just over the shoulder of Chadwick and just under the bar. It's 3-0. Wenatchee. Chased off the puck. Got it to Hemmerling, right point just in time. Wenatchee looking to clear it out with Pankey. Tipped in front. Throwing the paddle at it. Is it in? It is. It's 3-1 Everett. Another little pop-up in front of the net on the power play. Gets it to Bear. Wrist shot saved down the slot. And Isogai gets control of the rebound for Wenatchee. Driving this one ahead. A change will be coming up behind him. Isogai puts it in and scores! Hamill tried to take it away. Smith tried to take it away. They couldn't do it. Wild 4. Everett 1. Wenatchee had not tagged their players up yet. So it was a fortuitous bounce. Cooper goes back door, one-timer, save, rebound in the net, they score! Sherbina had one look at it, did he get the last? Is the question. Yes, sir! Lucas Sherbina with a goal in 4 straight, and another hot start to the period. Loose puck left at the far point, 2-on-1. Ahead for Wood. Will he take the shot? Waits, wrister, he scores! Throw those hats! 6-1! Here they come! And another. Playing it on the corner wall is Moore. Finding Loveson near corner. Will let the crowd take you the rest of the way.
Wenatchee and the rest of the league are off until Christmas when the Wild will visit Spokane on December 27th. That's a look at sports news. There's much more on our website at ncwlife.com. Have a happy Monday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.
NCW Life Channel is your local TV station. We believe in being the spotlight and mirror to the communities we serve in North Central Washington. Programming on NCW Life would not be possible without our sponsors. Special thanks to our platinum sponsor, Alpine Air. Turn to the experts at Carrier and Alpine Air.